What's going on, everyone? It's Rifle here, and thanks for checking out this video. Before I get into this, I just want to let you guys know I hope you guys had a happy holidays. I don't know what you guys celebrate, but myself, I celebrate Christmas and had a good one in case some of y'all are wondering, and I hope you guys did as well once again. In this one, I'm going to be talking about the new DLC coming to Destiny 2 in 2018, which is called the Gods of Mars. Now, this is a legit leak of a DLC instead of the previous one, which turned out to be fake about Nezarec. I'm also going to be talking about how there is a high possibility we will be encountering the Queen and Aldrin Sov as well, aka the Prince, and not to mention how we're going to be able to travel to possibly Venus and the Reef in this new DLC coming out. I'm also lastly going to be talking about some future updates coming from Bungie, and they are looking kind of promising. As you guys may know, I am pretty straight for the most part about Destiny 2, and also I'm going to be getting into some future raid weapons as well. So sit back, relax, and I hope you guys end up enjoying. Let's go ahead and jump into this now. There was a leak on the PlayStation Network in Japan a while back, like 2 days after Destiny 2 released, where Bungie accidentally slipped up and showed the titles of both of the DLCs to come in Destiny 2. And one of them was the Gods of Mars. As you guys may know, the other one was the Curse of Osiris. But Bungie quickly removed this to be seen. Recently, though, in the Indonesia PlayStation Network, the title was shown once again, and it was called Gods of Mars. So it seems pretty clear that this is going to be the title of the DLC, and also pretty obvious we're going to be able to travel to Mars in this future expansion. I don't know if all of you have played the Arecibo mission on Io, but at the end of it, we get a hint from Ghost getting possessed by Rasputin's frequencies or something or another. Kind of hard to make out what exactly happened to Ghost, but he definitely blanked out for a minute and started to go a little bit crazy and going on about ice caps, red sands, pretty much describing Mars. Here's the audio in case some of you guys haven't heard it.
That music, it hurts. Just give me a second. It says, never ask for anything, and especially from those who are stronger than you. They'll make the offer themselves and give everything themselves. I don't understand. Something's happening. Hey, sorry, I spaced out for a second there. What?
Also getting more into confirming that we will be going to Mars, Luke Smith even said in an interview with Edge, confirming that the ending cinematic hints at what's to come in the future. The first wave of light goes to Mercury, which was the first DLC, so it seems like, what he said was true. And then the second scene ends up going to Mars, which is what's supposedly going to come next. Something else that is really interesting, it seems that we're going to be able to travel to Venus as well in this future expansion, which I'm hoping that is the case because I don't want it to be as small as the Curse of Osiris was. Oh my gosh, this was... I don't even want to talk about it. Anyways, as you can see here, Activision posted out a job listing for hiring a senior environment artist. And in the description, it says, we are looking for talented people to create art for the Destiny universe. Can you build an alien military compound on Venus? Imagine and craft an ice cavern on Mars. The universe that Destiny offers to inspire building incredible environments as vast. So this right here is an indicator that there could be a possibility we are going to be going to Venus as well as Mars, which, once again, I'm hoping that's the case. I feel like Bungie and Activision really need to outdo themselves with this upcoming DLC because this Curse of Osiris DLC was a huge letdown for a lot of players. Not to mention they need to do something with Eververse. The DLCs that release shouldn't mainly be pointed toward Eververse. Like for instance, in the Curse of Osiris one, there were so many cosmetics. Bungie, we have enough cosmetics. No more cosmetics. I would love to see new unique weapons and armor instead of just getting these cool ships and ghosts and whatnot. Don't get me wrong, it's cool in a way, but we got enough of it. There was literally like 40 something new cosmetics, and they can be gotten out of Eververse. So, Bungie, we get it. You're trying to get more people to spend money on Eververse. Please stop with it. It's ruining your reputation and not to mention your community and the hardcore fans that you once had. Anyways, to get more into detail of what we possibly could be encountering on Mars, which I'm hoping this is the case, we could be encountering the Queen and the Queen's brother according to the lore. As some of you may know, Aldrin Sov's ship crash landed on Mars and he did end up surviving. Also, he suspected that his sister survived the battle as he could still sense her, it was said. He then spent the rest of the Taken War and throughout the Siva Crisis to search for her. So pretty much for a long time he was hunting for her. So if Bungie is going with their lore, we could more than likely be encountering him and the Queen in the next DLC. We're probably going to find his ship first and then end up finding him. Pretty freaking interesting. I have a feeling once we do end up finding him, we'll end up sometime encountering the Queen as well, and then possibly going to the Reef. So that would make 3 new destinations in this DLC instead of just one small one like Mercury was. We'd get Venus, Mars, and the Reef. I have the weirdest feeling, and I hate saying this, that this DLC is also going to be another letdown, but my hopes are high, guys. Just because of what all happened recently, they should try to do their best with this next DLC. At least that is what I'm hoping for. They got a lot of complaints over this one. And I'm happy they did, because if everyone just said this DLC was rainbows and sunshines and it was great, they'd just do the same thing with the next one, thinking that the majority of the community actually liked it. Now, when I'm saying this, I'm talking about the majority. I'm not saying everybody didn't like this DLC. Just the majority of the community didn't. I think one of the main reasons was because half of the new in this was cosmetics that led more players to purchase from Eververse. In my opinion, I think Eververse should just be removed in general. But that's just asking for too much. Right? Right, guys? That's asking for too much. Okay, so up next, I wanted to get into some new future raid weapons that we could possibly be seeing, and these are designed from Ryan Jitter, a Bungie artist. As you can see here, this is the grenade launcher that we got introduced to in the Eater of Worlds, but there's also a fusion rifle that he posted, and we have yet to see this. There's only been 2 new weapons in Eater of Worlds, so I'm guessing that this will be unlockable in the Prestige raid, and also there is a sidearm as well with the same Leviathan raid look to it. So yeah, pretty cool to see what's to come here soon in the future. Once again, these will more than likely be released within the Prestige raid. Next up though, I wanted to get into some future updates that'll be coming here soon by Bungie, and they're looking kind of promising and also kind of not. But let's go ahead and get into this. Christopher Barrett tweeted out, "Happy holidays, Guardians. I hope you're enjoying the dawning, or at least a bit of chaos and mayhem. There are a few things I want to mention before the year ends." Well, thank you, Mr. Barrett, for having hopes that I am enjoying the dawning, but unfortunately I am not. I don't know about the rest of the community, but yeah, just thought I would leave my input. Anyways, he also tweeted multiple tweets about what's going to be coming. As you can see here, for the upcoming Iron Banner and Faction Rally events, in addition to brand new seasonal armor ornaments, we're adding new themed sparrows, ghosts, ships, and shaders to the reward pools. Well, that's kind of cool, I guess, that the sparrows, ghosts, and ships and shaders are no longer just behind loot boxes, as some of you may know. A lot of the ghosts, ships, and sparrows are behind loot boxes, unfortunately. Die, Eververse, die! Anyways, here's his next tweet. Also, early next year, we are refactoring raid itemization across the game. The most difficult activities should be the most rewarding. And finally, I know we say it a lot, but we hear your feedback on Eververse. We both want our players to feel respected and to deliver great content regularly to our community. Expect lots of discussion with the developer team and an update on our path forward after the new year. One more for good measure, we have short-term and long-term solutions for vault space in the works, since I know that is another hot topic. Also, another hot topic, Barrett, that you didn't decide to mention, might I add, in Bungie forums, there is so many players writing hashtag remove Eververse, and there's a good reason once again. A lot of the new was behind loot boxes. I was saying this before, guys, and I was getting a lot of hate for this, and now it's becoming more known and a lot more people are jumping on board with saying that this isn't a good thing. Anyways, there was also a question to Christopher Barrett saying, will we have Iron Banner and Faction Rally this month? And Barrett responded with, it's coming in January. So yeah, just in case some of you were wondering. And also someone asked how much will it cost. Oh my gosh, that is ridiculous, but so true in a way. But yeah, I guess that's wrapping up this video, everybody. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this bundle of information I decided to add into this video. I'm going to be starting to post more frequently now. Like I said before, I was going through some personal problems, and they're starting to sort of clear up, and things are looking a lot better on my end. So now I'm kind of feeling like uploading more frequently. I'm out of here, everybody. Thanks for taking the time to watch and listen. Until next time, peace.